Now, prior to becoming a special agent with the FBI, did you have other law enforcement experience?
I did. I served as a deputy U.S. Marshal for 9 years prior to working for the FBI.
Now, as an agent with the FBI, have you been serving as a CAST field asset?
Yes. So I'm a member of what's called the Cellular Analysis Survey Team, or CAST for short. And it's a specialty that utilizes cellular records as a part of investigations, trying to determine where a phone was whenever that has any significance to a criminal investigation.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been certified since October of 2019.
Okay. When you were working for the U.S. Marshals, did you do any work with cellular phones there?
I did. I was assigned to locating fugitives for a significant period of time with my career with Marshal Service. And so I was able to use cell phone records to aid in locating fugitives successfully on several hundred occasions.
Can you tell us the education or training that you have to become a CAST member?
Yeah, so for the FBI with CAST, it starts with an application process where you would express interest in getting into the program. And then there's multiple trainings that you would go through before you're considered certified. It would start with our basic course, which is a 2-day course. During that course, you're looking at cellular theory and discussing the different cellular providers that, the major ones in the United States, and looking at records and putting those records onto a map. If you complete that successfully, you would go to our advanced course. In the advanced course, it's a little bit more in depth than basic, talking about some of the same topics, but you're also provided practical tests that you have to turn in, and then those tests are graded. At the conclusion of the advanced course, if you complete that successfully, you would go on to our what's called CIRA. It's a 3-day course, or was when I went through it, and it's our critical incident readiness exercise. So as a part of that training, there's no instruction. You're just presented with problems and practical scenarios that you would have to go through, map out records, and reach a conclusion. And it's supposed to simulate like a command post style environment where you're getting information rapidly as a part of the training in a short duration. If you complete that course, you would go to our 4-week certification, and that is extensive classroom lecture that includes radio frequency professors that are teaching about in the field of radio frequency. We also get instruction from the major providers in the United States for the cellular industry, to include their engineers as well as their subpoena compliance personnel. On top of that, we have a practical exercise that's assigned to us that we have to work from beginning to end, that culminates into testifying at the end and presenting a report and being challenged on that report, both by prosecution and defense that are simulated role players. At the conclusion of all of that, you would be considered certified as a member of CAST.
Do you have any annual recertification types of trainings to remain active as a CAST member?
Yes, so we have to complete a certain number of record analysis during that each year. And on top of that, we have a one-week certification conference that we attend each year that includes updates from the major providers in the cellular industry, as well as updates when it comes to the field of cellular technology from radio frequency engineers. And that's each year that you're in the program.